Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You get a bonus video today. Uh, it's time to turn your keys in, guys. You're watching I Allegedly. I definitely have a good one for you today. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. Now, this has been a newsworthy week. A lot of things have happened. And one thing that's happened was that the geese are walking across the street holding up traffic, which I always love when this happens at the golf course. It's kind of funny. One thing that happened was Donald Trump made a promise that if he became president again, he would revoke the security clearances for the 51 people and then some that were on a letter that was signed in regards to the Hunter Biden laptop. Now, for those of you that have been under a rock, the former president's son, Hunter Biden, had a laptop and he used to film himself doing things that were basically illegal. Um, Women, hookers, drugs, just crazy, crazy stuff that if you said, hey, let's write a movie and let's put this in a movie, people would say, oh, come on, enough. Okay? No, this doesn't make sense. But this guy did that. This guy lived that life. Now, the best part about this was never did this guy ever say, hey, that's not my laptop. He said, that they took it illegally, blah, blah, blah. And he left it, took it in to get repaired, multiple laptops, at a guy, and the guy never got paid. So he looked at the hard drive, and on the hard drive found things that were bad. Okay? Let me put it, that's a really good way of putting it. Now, one thing that happened during the 2020 election was that 51 former intelligence officers from various levels wrote a letter saying that this is the signs of Russian disinformation. And, it looks fake to me. It doesn't look real. Now, once again, not one of these people saw the laptop. Not one of these people saw the contents of what was on it, but had the bold statement to do this. Now, here is the thing about this that a lot of people don't know. A lot of these people had security clearances and had security themselves. Now, security clearance means you have access to things in our government. And was talking to my brother today, and he said, you got to do a video on this immediately, because he said, can you believe they did this? They finally cut those guys off. And I said, David, when was the last time you got fired from a job and they let you have keys to the building and you can come and go as you please? And he was like, oh my God, that's such a great way of putting it, which is what they did with these guys. They gave them access to the government when they don't work there anymore. Jim Clapper, John Brennan, those old buffoons are on CNN, getting paid by CNN, and we're supposed to give them security? No, guys, not a chance. Think about this. The average amount paid for security for these people is astounding. Dr. Fauci, he lost his security detail this week, and it was $1 million a year. 80 grand a month, guys, okay? $20,000 a week in security for Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci didn't do anything wrong. Dr. Fauci doesn't work here anymore, but we're spending $20,000 a week for his security. That's nuts. John Bolton, that old buffoon. Oh, God. The guy with the mustache that's like this wide, Raleigh fingers, would be envious of this guy's mustache. Anyways, John Bolton wrote a book when he was on the inside of the government, which when you hear about the details of it's kind of like giving away trade secrets, was kind of questionable, and never liked Donald Trump ever, even though he worked for the guy. But that guy got his security clearance stripped this week. Well, that's terrible, Dan. These people need to be safe. Why? They don't work here anymore. They don't work here anymore. We've all been fired from jobs. And again, I hold firing from some of these jobs, and I've talked to you guys about this. I loved that I got fired from some of these jobs. Have a nice day. But they all did the same thing to me. Your email's been revoked. Give us your keys. Give us your credit card. Give us everything that has to do with the company. Your access is formally denied as of this second. Really? Well, wait a second. I want to talk to HR, and I want some of the perks and benefits that you have. And by the way, I'll get that later. No. No. You don't get to do that. Now, I have a very close friend. I won't say if it's a man or a woman, but they were at a family event, okay? And I don't want to say if it was a wedding, graduation, bar mitzvah. I don't want to say what it was, but while they were there, I don't want to say if it's a man or a woman because this person was utterly blown away. And there was a person there that had a security detail that was unbelievable, unbelievable. And it was Mike Pompeo. And my friend was told that she asked, sorry about that, I gave it away. She asked, well, why does he have so much? Well, he's running for president. And I said, president of what? The Elks Lodge? This guy's not going to be president. So they just denied his detail, but he had the most expensive detail of any of these former executives, $24 million a year. Guys, that's $2 million a month on that guy's security. That is insane, guys. That is insane. Go to a private security company. And again, I understand that these people have threats. I understand that it's dangerous, all that stuff. But no, you don't get access forever, guys. You don't get access forever. The DEI office for the federal government was shut down this week. Okay, well, that's nice. What did they do? They denied them access. You guys are all going to get paid leave, but your email's been shut off, your access to the building's shut off. Everything, all your communication with us will cease immediately. Okay? Huh? Okay. Now, what you're going to tell me is, Dan, these are security people. This is different. These people have access to the highest level of our government and they need to be protected. Okay. Okay. I'll buy it. I'll buy that. I have a friend of mine who retired from naval intelligence, and I love the guy. And Dave was in Baghdad during Desert Storm 1. And I'll never forget, the only hint that we got what was going on with my buddy at that time was when he sent me an email on AOL at the time saying, I'm on Baghdad time. So we knew he was safe, but we knew where he was, which was in harm's way. So with that being said, I'm going to see if this guy falls in. That would be kind of funny. Oh, close. Okay. Anyways, we're going to just park here for a second. You don't get access to this stuff anymore, guys. You know what I mean? So you can sit there and you can tell me how, you don't understand. These people have served America. They don't work there anymore, guys. And they need to have everything denied. They need to have it shut off. And it's ridiculous. John Brennan went on CNN and said, listen, I want you to read that letter again because we said that this is what looks like Russian disinformation. Not that it was. What were you commenting on this for? In interfering with an election in the first place. This is the best part. These people messed around and found out. And there's a term that starts with an F, around and find out. That's what they did. And they don't like the way it worked out. Nobody ever thought this was going to happen. So now they got denied. What do you guys think about this? Because I want you to tell me who quit their job, who got fired from their job and still has access to the old business. Okay? Now, I've read stories and talked to you about stories where people went back in and copied documents and took things from the company and got arrested for doing that stuff. But these guys, hey, we're supposed to give them security. Dr. Fauci, President Trump today said, listen, if Dr. Fauci is so concerned about security, I can recommend some private firms for him. That guy is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He was the highest paid government employee for decades, okay, but is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. How does that work? How does that work? It's the Nancy Pelosi situation, but you can figure that out for yourself. What do you guys think about this? Do you think that this was wrong? Should these people still have access to this? Now, again, I spoke to multiple HR people today, and they all said, no, what, huh? No, you're confused. They don't have, they're just, it's a label, Dan, that they're an honorary member of our government. No, not honorary member of anything. They're security clearance. They have access to things that you and I don't do. As someone that considers themselves a news person, I don't have access to this stuff. God, but I love that stuff. Wouldn't you like to know what they know? Of course you would. Okay? Now, John Bolton, these people wrote books. These people went and just pontificated and got a check from CNN. Nobody watched it but their family members. But that's it, guys. So let me know who's gotten fired and you still have access to the building. Who's lost a job and still has access. Now, if you are in naval intelligence or you have a security clearance. I worked for a dude that was in the government and was a police officer and was a captain and did certain special forces things and did things out of the country. And he was consulted here and there, but didn't have a security clearance. I know that because I asked him about that over a decade ago. So let me know what you think about this. Are you happy that these people don't have this? And, you got fired from the post office. You still got keys to the truck we can go drive around in? Come on, let's go do that. Okay? You get the gist of it, guys. It's ridiculous. Turn your keys in, okay, before you leave, okay? We'll make sure Gwen gets your check to you on time. Oh, you don't want to do that? Okay, I'm going to withhold your check, okay? Turn in your apron as well. You know what I mean? I could go on for an hour. Let me know what you think. Hello@iallegedly.com, and I'll see you very soon.